Hi guys, welcome to EuroLeague Fantasy Talks. In this episode, we'll check how our team is growing and recommend some players that will rise in value on BasketNews EuroLeague Fantasy. My team is currently in 1249th position, as we went up by 900 positions. We had almost 200 points last round and increased our budget by 1.66 million. As you can see here, when we go to the league and sort all the teams that are registered by budget size, the team with the highest budget has 16.3 million, and actually we went up from 23rd place to the 6th place. Now we're ranking in budget size in the 6th place, but with 15.4 million, as we had quite of a budget increase in the last round. Let's now see how our players did in the last round and how much value did each player gain. Yusuf of all increased his price by 125k. Alpha Diallo had a great performance and therefore increased his price by 330k. Chimomoneka had also 30 fantasy points performance and got 240k price increase. Campazzo increased his price by 220k. Loperutal didn't do so well after the injury, as he got only 7.7 fantasy points, but still increased his price by 60k. Sterling Brown was one of our recommendations and he increased his price by 235k. Joel Bolomboy added 137k to our budget. Shagelia had a harder night against Real Madrid's front court, but still got some points and still continue increasing his price by 150k. John Brown didn't do so well, but still got us 86k. And Larenzakis, even with 5.5 fantasy points performance, he got us almost 80k. Let's now do trades for round 8. I will trade out 3 players that have the highest potential to drop their price. Doesn't mean that necessarily they will drop, but let's say if they score 0 points in next round, then there is a high chance that their price will drop. Simply put, I will trade out 3 players that have the worst odds to increase their price when it comes to their past performances and formula calculation. Therefore, I will trade out Shengelia. With the mediocre performance against Real Madrid, Shengelia had reached his optimal price of 2.3 million, and at least for now his price growth will be reduced, and especially we don't want to risk it in the double week when he will have to play a lot of games. And now with Jordan Mickey potentially having an injury, he might even have to play a lot, but doesn't mean that he will be efficient, as he might really get already tired. Therefore, I will not risk it, and he would need to get 19 fantasy points for his price not to drop. Second player that I will sell will be John Brown. John Brown got us price increase in the last round, but now his numbers are not that great moving forward, as he needs to get at least 4 PIR for his price not to drop, but he's one of our bottom 3 players in the price growth potential, so we will trade him for someone better. Third player that we will sell will be a guard. It will be Nicolas Laprovitola. Lapro now needs to get at least 14 PIR for his price not to drop, so we trade him. And let's now get our new players, and as my first player I will get a forward, and it will be Nigel Hayes-Davis from Fenerbahce. Nigel is the player with the highest price increase potential in the league right now if he would bring 0 fantasy points, so he would still increase his price by at least 100k. Not to mention that he should have a lot of playing time, especially now when Deschamps Pierre is out with an injury. And as my second forward I will get Konstantinos Mitoglu from Panathinaikos. Mitoglu is also a very good pick, as even if he would get minus 14 PIR in the next game, his price would still not drop. That's how good his last performances are in compared to his price. And for a guard, I will pick Isaiah Kenan from Olympiacos. According to my calculations, Isaiah Kenan is guard with the highest price growth potential, non-dependent on the road 8 performance. So let's say he would get 0 points, his price would still continue growing. That will be my team. I will go again with Campazzo as my captain for the day 1. So other good players to grow budget are anyone in our team, of course, and then other players I would recommend for price growing. In the center position, it would be Alexander Balcharovsky from Panathinaikos for 480k. For forward position, I would recommend Gabriela Procida from Alba for 532k. And for guard, I would recommend Danilo Andjusic from Partizan for 500k. Let me know in the comments how much you were able to raise your budget. That's all, guys. Thanks for watching. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, and see you on the next one.